Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Irma. Today's video, as you can tell, we started off very slow and peaceful. I did take a few moments after my husband and the boys left to work. I did take a moment to do my morning with God. Now I'm just going to go ahead and quickly tidy up the living room as well as the kitchen. I did make my bed and everything this morning or this day. My mom does have to go do labs, so we're going to be getting her ready for going to do her labs with her. And then my oldest daughter wants to do a stop at the thrift store. So we were planning on going to Goodwill, but when we got there, it was still pretty early. Our Goodwill doesn't open until 10 o'clock, and it was like barely 9 o'clock still. So we decided to go ahead and just drive a little bit farther, which was probably like 20 minutes to our Salvation Army. And on that day, they had orange tag was 50% off. We found so much good stuff. I'm going to share a couple of them here with you guys. I'm just sharing you guys a close-up of our fresh backyard eggs. Our chickens have been laying eggs so much lately. But besides stopping at the Salvation Army, we also took a trip to Marshall's, which was pretty much just across the street. So we did stop in there and picked up a couple of goodies. I mainly went because I was looking for my eyebrow gel, which I did not walk out with because I did not find it. But it was a good trip because we got to see a lot of stuff that were on clearance. But of course, I only picked up what I really knew I needed. And then I did a little back to school shopping for Jilla's and picking out her backpack and her pencil pouch and just a couple of stuff like that. Picking up here and there little by little. They are going to be starting with school back in August. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and let's go ahead and get some little motivation in. So by this portion, we are already back from the store, of course. And I did have these threshold vases I had here, and I had mentioned before how I wanted to get new flowers. So at Marshall's, I did find these eucalyptus stems. They're real stems. I thought they were good for the amount they were in the size. They're like really tall. They were $12.99, so I'm going to go ahead and play around and add some here. I'm still thinking if I either want to leave this as just very simple looking, or if I wanted to do something more bulky like with some other flowers. A couple days afterwards, I did do a stop at Hobby Lobby. It was me, my daughters, my mom, and one of my sisters. We went to Hobby Lobby for a little bit. I didn't check the florals there, but I kind of regret that I didn't. So probably I'll have to go back. But I think the eucalyptus stems like this do looks cute. It's like simple but cute. I really liked it. So for now, I'm leaving it like this because this is just like how I liked it. It looks a whole lot more better than what was already there. But yeah, the leftover ones, I'm just going to go ahead and arrange them here in the vase. But at first, you're going to see that I'm adding them here, but they just look like they were so stiff and like just sticking up. I was like, oh my gosh, like these have no flow or anything. Of course, because they were real, so they weren't as flexible as fake flowers were. I know once I store them away, it's probably going to be a little challenging because they're real, but they're dried already. So it's probably like going to break off and stuff like that. So I'm going to have to be careful when I store these away. But after I had added them to the jar and I wiped down the table and everything, I realized like I could have took them apart. So first we're going to go ahead and wipe down the table. I picked up this Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose cleaner, and then I needed some new cleaning rags, and I loved these, the color green. If you guys know, I am all for this sage green. I love the flower pattern on these. It was a pack of 10 for $5, which I thought was really good too. Like I mentioned, we were already super low on microfiber cloths because once they start getting like too worn out, I just throw them away instead of rewashing them. I do use them for several months and stuff. Soak them in hot water, wash them with bleach and all of that stuff to get them really nice and clean. But over the time, they do get kind of dingy and like they just need to go to the trash. So we've been running low on those, but I went ahead and picked up this pack here that I showed you guys, and then I'm just rearranging the fruit on here on the table to add back the centerpiece. I think I probably I don't know, I like this vase here, but I feel like I need to get another vase for adding my florals here. And then of course I do want to be on a hunt down for either another table, or I'm thinking of sanding down my tabletop. I'm not sure. I kind of want to go with that, like the raw wood color. But then again, my coffee station area, I like the way it looks and it matches the table. So I'll probably just go ahead and look for like probably just a tablecloth, or I'll probably do like a table runner. But for now, for the summer, I have it layered, the light brown one with this yellow one. So here are the leftover pieces of eucalyptus stems that I had left over after I took apart like the one on the vase at the table. So I had like all of these extra ones, but look, it looks so much more better than just being so straight up. It actually has like a little bit more flow, and I just think it looks cute on this area over here on our cutting board wall where I added those. But we are done here in the dining room, the entryway. I just feel like it's bringing in all of those warm, cozy vibes that I love, the fall vibes. Jilla said, Mom, why does it look like it's almost fall? My daughter is a big fall person also. She loves all that warm and coziness with candles lit and pumpkin spice scents, and then it's like the pumpkin spice latte and all of that. But now we're going to go ahead and head into the kitchen. We already had lunch, so I'm going to go ahead and wipe down the counters. And as I was wiping down the counters, I decided to go ahead and rearrange just a couple of stuff, not much, but then further along I will be sharing with you guys more items that I picked up at Marshall's.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin.
Maybe we can have a puppet show. Hello. Huh? Where are you going? Hey, my camera's gonna die. Wait. Put it on the other hand. No, the other way, like this. Like that.
This morning has a clearer light as any to see the horizon and the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a wreck.
Well, at Marshall's, I did run into this garlic presser, or like a garlic dicer. So I went ahead and picked this up. It was really inexpensive. I think it was like 4 something. But yeah, I went ahead and picked this one up. I noticed it had like a little white square thingy on the top green part. I'll show that with you guys in just a little bit. But I was wondering like what was this plastic piece for? But then I noticed on the packaging that it says it's for easy cleaning. So after you use it like to press the garlic, you just remove that, and whatever garlic got stuck like in between the cracks, then removing the white part brings out the rest of the garlic. And another thing I bought is this cheese grater. So I've been wanting one of these for a while. This one was on sale for $8. There was a lot more other ones like when you first walk into Marshall's. They had more displayed there that were from $13 to $15 and like that. And I had picked one up. And then when I moved further on into the store and I was towards the clearance section, which is like in the back wall in our store, um, then I noticed there was a clearance section. My mom told me, she's all, look, oh, there's one of those that you just picked up. And I was like, oh, well, let me see it. Well, I like my favorite colors are like that sage green and pink, but in home decor or kitchen items, I'm not a fan of having the pink. I'll do the green, but not the pink. But since it was on clearance, I was saving myself half the price. So I went ahead and picked this one up, but I thought it was broken because I was trying so hard to put it in, but it wasn't broken. It's that I didn't have one of the graters in. And I realized that later on that day when my husband got home and I was showing him that I was so bummed out because it was broken and then I was going to have to return it. And then we realized that I was the wrong, I was just messing it all up. But then I picked up these two frames at the Salvation Army. And just yesterday from this voiceover, which yesterday was Monday, I noticed that that green one is actually a little card. So I opened it and not realizing that it was going to be a card, I opened it and there was a nice little sweet letter in there for somebody um, that came from all the way from across the states. I can't remember from the top of my head where it's from, but I remember it was across the states. So it's pretty interesting to see how this frame with this postcard came from across the states all the way back over here to California, or actually landed here in California. I don't know if it's been purchased and taken because it doesn't have a date on there. So I don't know if it was purchased over there and then the person moved over here to California, or if it's just been purchased somewhere and then passed on throughout the states, or I don't know. I just know there's like some story behind this. It was a really cute letter in the back and everything. It was written around Christmas time because they do mention a lot about Christmas time and all of that. But I thought that was really cute. It was a cute little story behind that letter. But yeah, and then the other picture frame that I showed you guys, I also picked that one up at Goodwill for $4.99, and that one we are going to end up putting it in the dining room, like above where my coffee pot is at. But I'm just going to go ahead and quickly finish wiping down my counters. Like I mentioned, we did have lunch, so I'm just doing a really quick cleaning once again. But I hope you guys are enjoying today's video.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. You can ride all the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday, someday. I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it, don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you.
So the last item I picked up from the Salvation Army today was this vintage picnic basket. You did see there that it was $10.99. Before I picked it up, I was indecisive if I wanted it, but I went ahead and took a picture of it and did some Google search. And apparently these are selling on eBay for $80 and above. And so afterwards I was like, well, maybe $10 or $11 is not as bad. So I went ahead and picked it up. I do store some items in here, and then I use it as a display on top of my refrigerator. But of course, if we go out to the lake or to the park for a little picnic or something, I can always pack stuff in there, like the paper plates and napkins and uh, utensils and stuff like that, and then I could go ahead and travel with that, and I know like the cups won't break and stuff like that. So I really thought this was cute for use, but the main thing is for storage and items that I normally have on top of the refrigerator, and then just keeping this as a decor piece. But after I rearranged everything up here with the basket and the flower and then this picnic basket, I think it turned out really cute. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.
Yes, I'm